contacted by a company in the Netherlands called HomeHobby, and what they have done is they have set up a company where they are in fact producing lots of art materials for dispatch, and there's a full range. Here's a little catalogue which came with a kit that they have sent me. They asked me to review one of their painting kits, so here I am. And what the kit came with, there's 12 watercolour paint tubes, 12 of the watercolor pencils and watercolor pastels. There's also a set of brushes which look absolutely excellent. There's a lovely pad of watercolor pen paper, which is this, which is 300 gram, which is really super. There's also a pencil sharpener, a palette, so a nice little kit. They also do kits where they have a painting that you can follow and copy. The tutorial is on YouTube, but I requested just a painting kit that was plain. So I'm going to have a look at these. I'm going to use one of their brushes. This is a round number 4 and it's got an excellent point. So let's have a look at the watercolour pencils and see how they come out. Oh, that looks like a bit of a dirty brush. Hang on a minute. Yep, they're coming out okay. That's their lemon yellow. The pencils aren't actually marked with the colour. It's just what you see in the lead. That pink is really very pale. And we have a red colour and a violet. A sort of a cerulean blue colour, and what might be a Prussian maybe, a green, a dark green, a lovely lime green, and a sort of a burnt umber colour. There's also a white in there as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. White and a black as well. Now these are the watercolor pastels. As you can see, I've been doing a bit of blending with my finger, so that's quite good. This isn't pastel paper, this is watercolor paper, but they look pretty movable, as it were, blendable. So let's just see how those colours are. The colours correspond all the way through. What you see here is also what you've got in the watercolour pencil and in the paint. So it gives you quite a lot to play with. And these pigments are nice and strong. And although they're not using what I call the traditional colours with the traditional names, such as alizarin crimson or raw umber or ultramarine blue, for example, they're giving you a good cross section. So let's have a look at the paints now. I'm going to work in the same sort of area. The paints are very thick, very good, and they're in sealed tubes which you have to pierce with the cap. Okay, let's try and work in the same sort of order. As I say, this is ochre yellow, they're calling it, yes, which is about right. And this one they are calling, have I got the right one in the right order? Burnt sienna, yeah, that's good. Okay, let's go to this one. Let's come down here somewhere. That one they are calling grass green, which I suppose is as near as you're going to get to sap green. And then this one they're calling deep green. Now you can see straight away that that is a more of a transparent, a translucent colour than this one. It looks pretty opaque. It's a bit of a cross between Hooker's and Viridian probably. Now we've got what they are calling crimson red. Now, it's not a crimson to me, but as we say, we all see colours differently. I would call that more a scarlet or a deep cadmium red. But they also have a vermilion. Now, this is interesting. If we put the two together, you can see next to each other rather, that is more red and that is more orange. But you could, in fact, with your red, mix your orangey colour with your lemon. And we also have, what's this one? They're calling this burnt umber, which to me is probably be a bit more of a raw umber. I don't know what you think about that. I've done the lemon. What's this one? Here's a blue, which is Prussian, and they've given you a violet, as they have done in the pencils and the pastels. So interesting colours. I think for a beginner it's quite a nice little kit, because you've got everything you need and a bit more besides. All you need is the technique and the learning. I would like to compliment them very much on the brushes. These are superb. They're all synthetic fibres, that's okay. So you've got, in fact, you've got a filbert, number 18, you've got a flat or a chisel, which is number 20, and you've got 3 rounds. You've got going from 4 through to 8 and up to 10. Now these are superb brushes, and the reason they're superb is they're holding lots of water for your watercolour, and they have exquisite points. Let me just show you what I mean. Because really you can get away with quite a lot with just a couple of brushes, as long as you've got a good point. Look at that, lovely, lovely point on that brush. And just to demonstrate that further, I'm going to this great big number 10, and which also has this fabulous point. So, my dear painting chums, see what I mean? Big brush, good point. You only need that one really, but let's just do a little bit more with it. We can start off with a nice thin point, line, press down, hey presto, fabulous. This is great for laying down your washes, which is what watercolour painting is pretty much about, layering. Let me just do a little demo there, there you go, lovely. Very nice brushes, very nice indeed. So 10 out of 10 for that. I do like it all. I think it's all lovely, and it retails at about €35, I think, and I have 2 to give away. So I will be doing a little competition, but you can find all the details in the description box below, and I'd like to say thank you very much to HomeHobby, and I wish you every success.